Now that we're done debulking the top and the sides, we can move on to our go to effects and create our first guideline and the side taper. Now before we use the foil shaver, we're going to apply some shave stick so my client doesn't bump up. Now that we're done botting them out, we can move on to our no guard all the way open and create our second guideline. We're then going to slightly close the lever midway and all the way close and attack that initial guideline. Now that we're done erasing our initial guideline, we can move on to our one guard all the way open and create our third guideline. Using our 2 guard all the way open, we're going to create our fourth guideline and soften up the line and get ready for the 1.5 guard. Before we erase the line that we made with our 2 guard all the way open, we're going to go back to our 1 guard all the way open line and erase it with our half guard. Now that the line is soft enough with the 2 guard all the way open, we can move on to our 1.5 guard and erase the line completely. Now I'm using my 3 guard all the way open, and this is going to help us blend into the bulk on the sides. Switching over to my 1.5 guard all the way open just so I could detail the bulk. Now we're using our NST outliners to line up the side of the ear, and we're starting off at the bottom, working my way to the top arch using the corners of the blade. Moving on to this front line, we're going to start off at the middle and work our way to the sides using our NST outliners. You always want to make sure you go slow enough that the hair feeds into the teeth of the trimmer, because if not, then you won't line them up properly. You also want to keep the vertical bars as natural as possible, and you don't want to push them too deep in. Once you're done lining them up, it reveals a few guidelines in the taper, so I always go back and detail as much as possible. Here I'm using a little bit of clipper over comb so I can remove a little bit of bulk that I saw.